welcome to Table for Two by Assorted Meeples. I'm your host, Phillip, also known as Phil, and...
I'm Heather, also known as Phil's wife.
And today, I got something special for you guys. This is another print and play by it's BFF Games. And the game title is Hidden Leaders. Now, I actually got access to... they released a print and play, but it was just black and white. Well, I talked to them for a bit, and they very generously offered the color print and play, which they have ready for their Kickstarter that's coming up. I do believe it is scheduled for March that they're coming out. And so I got the full color version, which is absolutely fabulous. Their black and white color version is very great too. It's the same work, just without the color. But they went above and beyond for me to help get this video put together and looking very nice and showcasing their game. What I liked about this game is there's no direct conflict. That sounds weird, but you're vying for power, so you're manipulating just two little pieces on the board to see how you get a chance to win. And it was a very interesting process, and so I am always interested in games that have great simple rule sets that create really interesting mechanics as the game goes along. I will give a warning. We have not even done a test run of this yet. I've read the rules several times, but we have not done a test run. So bear with us if we have to look at rules. Yeah, that's about it. Heather goes along with my crazy fanboying as I love trying new games and playing new games. And I actually enjoy the print and play aspect of the game too. It's fun to be creative. So
yeah. See these cards? He did that all by himself. Laminated, did all the work, and cut them out. He even rounded the edges.
Yep.
They're very nice.
They are actually. I like this laminate core method that I use. I'm very glad that I found that method. Actually, fairly soon I will get an article written up, and that will be on. When that goes up, I'll definitely send out a message on our media saying, hey, this is available now to go check out and pursue for yourself. Sorry, we just got a new cat, and he's down by the cords, and I'm like, you darn cat. So without further ado, we're gonna go top view. Oh, yeah. Here's our kitty cat.
His name is Breeze. And he's adorable.
Yep.
Aww. Say hello.
Okay, let him down.
Oh, he said hello. Such a good cat. Okay,
now.
Who doesn't like cats? Come on.
We'll go to the top view, and we'll explain the rules and get going from there. So, all right. So this is this is what your board's going to look like. It's a very simple center board. You have a graveyard, outskirts, the deck, and a tavern of heroes. This will have 3 cards that are face up. I also have the 4 cards of each power that really, cat?
Of all the times we start recording, he was not as active earlier.
Yep.
And now we're recording and he's like, meow.
Yep. So the Imperial, or these cards, give a background of each of the 4 powers. So the Imperial Army is red, the Hills tribe is green, the undead are black, and the water people are blue. So the water people are trying to create peace and balance. So their victory condition is either to get these markers on the same one or within one of each other. The Imperial Army and the Hill tribes are both trying for dominance. So you're trying to get your marker at least 2 in front, so there's a gap in between. So like if the Imperial Army wins, it's got to be 2 in front of the green. And if the Hill tribes win, they got to be 2 in front of the red or more. Now, for the undead to win, they're going for total war. So if at the end of the game, both markers are in this darker space on this higher end, the undead win, no matter what. So if they're straddling, whichever one would win that way. So like this would be a water people victory. But if they're both in the black, doesn't matter who's ahead or anything like that, the undead win. Now, how you win once those victory conditions are met, once a person has 6 heroes laid out in front of them for this tutorial game, then the game's over. We check which color won, and then we reveal our leader, which is why it's hidden leaders. Nobody will know who has what leaders, but you should be able to figure out by the cards they're playing who they hopefully figured out by the end who they are. Now each leader, so this is Kyra, the righteous. The faction she is backing is the Imperial Army and the Water People. Pavar, he's trying to either the red or the green. Lemeron, the blue or the green, and so on and so forth. The art in this, they hired an amazing illustrator, and he just knocked it out the park on all of this. So we're going to get one of these, and they say to take 2 out, but we're just going to leave them in for funsies. Go ahead, pick one. Don't show me. You don't need to know. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to flip it up enough. Well, that could be fun. Okay. Now, I'm going to use these. These are advanced cards that they say not to use in the tutorial. So we're going to start with 5 cards in our hand. We're going to draw 5 cards from the deck. From those 5, you're going to pick one to play face down and pick one to play face down. And then you're going to have 3 left over to start the game. Now, any card that goes on your turn, you're going to have the ability to play 1 card out of your hand. You don't have to, but you can if you want. You're going to play that hero face up. Now, what you do when you play that one face up is you're going to move the markers, whatever it says. So this one is +1 to the red and +1 to the green. So they both move up by 1. And then you would choose one player, kill one of their face-up heroes in their party at random. There's actually beautiful iconography in this. They did a great job with that, so it's easy to read and go with. And then once I've played one face-up and done the action at the bottom, I'm going to discard a card. Now, I'm also, at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw back up to 3. So right now I have 1, I would get 2 cards. I can pick from the 3 heroes out, or I can draw blind. And then it's the next person's turn, and we repeat until one of us has, I do believe it is, for the tutorial game, is hold on, let me flip these. It is 6 heroes total out in front of us. Doesn't matter color, as long as there's 6 heroes face up in your party. The heroes that you put face down, if you get more, they all go in a stack on top of each other. So you know which order they went in. That stays there. This gets picked up. These all get set aside. So over you come. I'm going to say you. Actually, I'm going to move all that stuff over here. Now, the deceased emperor in the graveyard always stands for every color at the same time, because he was what held the land together. And without him, there's no war. So you know your person. So we're going to flip our tavern of heroes out. So we have the drowned deserter. If there is a leading marker, -1 to the leading marker, or +2 to the marker behind. Okay. The sluggish slime monster, +2 to both, and you get to kill 1 unknown hero, face down hero. That's just mean. And the short-sighted soldier. That is +1 to the Imperial Army and -1 to the Hill Tribes. Now we each get 5. Right, we're just going right into this. 4. And there's our 5. Now, try and work this as you go. You can look at your thing. So you're going to put 1 face down. And then you're going to discard 1 face down. This is my face down, and this is my discard to the outskirts. Yeah. There is, like I said, there's not a lot to this game. It seems like it, but just by looking at this, I really enjoyed the thought of playing this game and got excited to play it. So, which isn't true for every game I have.
You discard 1.
You put 1 face down in front of you, and then you discard 1 face down. And then, right. So now we're set to play. It's a random pick. Who goes first? So, okay, I start.
Get out of my purse.
Tired cats. Okay, I am actually going to... I'm going to play the Bludgeoning Blowfish. It is -1 to the Imperial or -1 to the Hill. And I'm going to knock them back 1. And I'm going to draw 3 cards from the deck. Now I need to discard 1. Face down. And I've got more than 3 cards in my hand, so it is your turn, my dear.
What do we do with this one?
Nothing.
Why?
So at the end of the game, if we both are tied for the winning, like if we both bet on blue and blue wins, like we both have a faction leader that allows us to win with the water people, then it'd be a matter of who has the most water people heroes in their party. This could be the deciding factor between who wins and who doesn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So these guys come into play later in the game.
Okay, here. So I just put something down.
You can if you want.
Or I hate looking games.
So you're going to put it down. You're going to move it according to this, the tokens according to that, and then do what the bottom black text says.
Let's do after playing this card, turn it around.
Yep.
Face down.
So this moves up 2. Now that flips over. Yep. So it goes on top of that, like so. And now you discard one of the 2 in your hand, face down. And now you can pick up any of these, or you can pick up from here. Back to 3. Alrighty, now it's back to my turn. I'm going to play the Mommy Mystic, and that's +1 and +1, 2. Exchange the top card from the deceased pile with one of your plus cards. So there, or face-up cards. So there's that.
What does that do for you?
Now he counts as all 4. So I have one Imperial Army, 1 Hill Tribes, 1 or 2 Undeads, and 1 Water. He counts as all 4 at the same time. Now I got to discard face down. And I'm under 3. I'm going to pick up the Sluggish Slime Monster. And it is... Oops, that goes face up, sorry. The Depressed Druid. -2 to the Imperials, and -1 to the Hill Tribe.
We can play that.
Yep, so -1 and -1. And take 1 card from the tavern, put them in your party face up.
So that would be...
So any of those 3 cards you can take and place face up. Now you don't get to use his ability. I will say that.
This?
No, the card that you pick up and move into your party, you would not get to use.
Why?
Yeah. Add/put means adding a hero somewhere in your party in the tavern without executing their abilities, except if explicitly stated on the card, which it doesn't say use the ability, so you don't get to use it.
So what's the point?
You would get another hero in your party, which gets closer to the end of the game and could swing things more into your favor.
Take that one, I guess.
I do believe I'd get flipped over right away. Okay, and discard one to the outskirts, face down. And then you draw back up to 2. So you can either take those or you can take those. Okay, she took a line draw again. I'm going to play well, that puts me in an interesting spot. I'm going to play this one, I think, still. So I'm going to +1 this and I can look at one face down and then look at this guy on top. And I guess I already knew that one. Shoot. I should have looked at the bottom one. It's late, and that was an exciting drive home. Because it's snowing hard here. So I've got 2 I need to I'm going to discard that one, and I'm going to pick up 2 blinds. Your turn.
We don't want to play a card. What do I do?
You can just skip that. You can skip that portion. You do have to put one face down in the outskirts and draw a card if you're over 3. If there is a leading marker, -1 leading marker. So
one face up on it.
Oh.
Which would mean that one would go away?
Yeah, either one. Because he qualifies as undead. So which one you want to kill? Okay. This is okay. You need to discard one. And then Well, I do love this formation of cards. It creates a good card that you can actually shuffle. I use the same with the Here to Slay print and play video that I did of us playing that one. That was my print and play deck. They are slightly thicker cards, but they do rifle shuffle like normal cards. I'm going to play this one, the Voodoo Witch. So -1 and -1, and I put one hand card into my party face down. And then I discard one, and I'm going to pick these guys up. And I have to pick up a 3rd one. Yep, and then 2 of these get flipped. The underestimated squire and the underpaid mercenary. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Okay, it is your go. This is interesting. This actually is playing one game. I'm now like, how do you manipulate? Yeah, that's what you're looking at, aren't you? How you manipulate this to where you want it to go.
I'm still not sure what I'm doing, but...
Okay. So you play these cards to manipulate these to get to your victory conditions.
Yeah, I get that. Why? Sorry.
So that your hero, your leader, is the new ruler of the islands. Okay. And each one bet on 2 horses to win. So.
It's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
You already said it, but it's supposed to be... do I have to have one of each?
No. This can just go right on top of him. So you can just keep your...
Oh, is that... like, you look like you're trying to get one of each of every...
No, you're not trying to get one of each. You're trying to...
That's what I'm just observing.
What I've done?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to throw you off of what I'm doing.
Well, I'm watching you play, and it's not helping. So...
That's the point. It's also a social deduction game, trying to figure out who has what leaders and how they're trying to manipulate the board.
Exactly. So, you're not helping me figure it out by...
Play, right?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Worry about what I'm doing, but actually worry about what your 2 factions are in moving those to work to your advantage. +2 to the red and +1 to the black or green. And you're going to kill one.
Face up water.
I'm assuming you're going to kill one of my water dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I kill mine?
I don't know. To prolong the game. Because you're at 4 and the game ends if you get to 6. So you need to discard 1 face down and pick up 2 more. See, I got a sinking suspicion that you have water, at least water.
Why?
Because you've played a couple of water, and a lot of what you're doing is trying to draw these together. Because of what you've played. A lot of it.
I can pick this up.
Yep, you can pick that guy up. And then that gets refilled after you're all done.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out why or what. I know that this is what you play to move the thing, but sorry. I thought you were trying to go for one of each of everything.
No, you're just trying to get 6 on the board.
Wondering if I was doing it wrong.
No, you're doing it right. You're challenging my ability to do this, which is good. Oh, do I want to... Ooh. Oh. I mean... You know what? That sounds fun. So I'm going to add 1 to the green, because that's a +1 or +1, red or green, and exchange your hand cards with another player.
I don't want to. I liked one of those cards that I had. Wait, but I only have 2 now. Is that after you pick your draw card?
Yeah. I would say you would draw up to 3 now. Because I can't do anything, I just need to discard. discard that one. Don't care what you say. He didn't need to be there. Ooh. Okay, go ahead. +1 or
+2 if red markers behind green markers.
Oh, okay. So it gets moved up 2.
You're giving away your position.
I mean, oh, joy. Discard 1. Ace Fighter, huh? Really puts me in a tight spot. I'm going to play the Nightmarish Northman. +2 or +2 for the Imperial Army or them. Kill one of my heroes and one hero, face-up hero of another player. I am going to go 2 high here. And I'm going to... We're going to keep the Nightmarish Norseman, but I'm going to kill him. And we're going to kill your half-eaten bull. So he goes in the graveyard. And then we're going to go here. I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to go here, pick him up. That puts me back to 3. We got a Whiskered Viking and a Furious Frog. Looks like he wants to croak. My. This is kind of fun 2-player, but I'm also very curious to see how this plays 4-player. They have it on Tabletop PS, so I might have to go convince our guys to go check it out. The Unconfident. As a note, I figure out games pretty quickly.
I don't.
Heather takes a little bit longer to
Guess.
+2 and or. So you can either just move +2 on that, or you can move them both up too. Sure you don't want to move the green up?
No.
You sure?
I'm going to discard. And draw. I want you.
Refill that. Yeah, I want to read the titles of the Get Here's that I have in my hand, but well, actually,
we wouldn't give it away
because we haven't played. Yeah, they did a good job of naming all their stuff.
The Groggy Preacher,
the Underpaid Mercenary, the Unconfident Executioner, the Underestimated Squire.
The Short-Sighted Soldier.
Yeah, I want to play the Unconfident Executioner, so +2.
When in doubt, just
and
play
+2.
by what name of the things.
And I am going to kill your bony targeted target practice, which is literally a skeleton with a shield strapped to his back. It's great. Beautiful art. And I got to discard one.
I wonder what you're trying to play. Okay.
Sorry. I'll pick up this one. And this one. Yeah, I haven't been very subtle about what I was doing. So you've got 2 4 heroes face up. I've got 4 heroes face up. But you would have had this game over had I not murdered them.
Playing my Furious Ground.
Oh, no.
-2 and or -2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious which one you grabbed. I know you have a water one, but you're trying really hard for the water. Good. The Dreamy Hermit. +1 for the hill, or +2 if the green marker is behind the red marker. I love this game. Part of what I like too is every card is unique. They didn't recycle any artwork.
That's a lot of artwork.
It is. I'm going to play the underpaid mercenary +2 to the red if no card is in the tavern. There's no red, so +2. I either took a gamble and won, or I just lost horribly. I am going to discard that one, and I will draw. I'll pick him up. And then I'm going to flip you up. Flip you.
My turn.
It is your turn.
+1 or -1. You may look at one on face down card.
Oh no.
-1.
Yep, you got it. Dang it. So you can look at one of my negative. Which one do you want?
Does it matter?
You haven't seen either of them, so.
Yikes.
Okay, and
That's a game?
that's the game. Hold on. Making sure. Game ends at the end of any player's turn if at least one player controls the following number of... Yep, you got 6, so it's end of your turn. So that is the game. now, the way this works is the blue, or the water tribe, the blue, are the winners because they are touching. I was Mirad, the Banished. I was rooting for the Undead or the Hill Tribes. I thought you might have had her.
Probably would have won
Go
either
ahead.
way, right?
Well, let's
The
go.
undead. Enid? The kind?
Yep. Enid the Kind.
Tries anything to maintain peace. Due to young age, however, she can be easily manipulated.
Mirror the Banished is Mirror challenged the Emperor many years ago and lost. Now he is gathering an army to take revenge. So now had this stood, what would have happened is we would have gone to our parties, and because we both had black in our, or the undead as a faction, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 undead in my party,
You won.
so I would have won.
I wouldn't have won because I don't have
You had
any.
nothing. So because you forced a water victory, now if we both supported water, you had 1, 2, 3, 4 in your party.
Yes.
So that was I figured I either won the game on that last bet to jack that up or lost. So because if I had, instead of jumping that up 2, because I was like that, right? If I had I had a card that would have moved that up further. Could you have closed that gap?
I just
what do you
would
have?
a -1 or yeah, maybe because I had a +2, but it would have been in the undead favor if I moved it up.
After playing this card, turn it.
Down.
That's and you wouldn't have ended the game, but
yeah.
so yeah, you did the right move by doing that. So
This game was easier than I thought it would be, and I don't know, maybe I always think games are really complicated when I'm learning them, so it's not as complicated as it looks.
that's what I liked when I started reading the rules about it, or reading the rules and kind of getting a little more into it. It's more the dynamics of not fully knowing what she has hidden, plus like, okay, so I'm manipulating this, but she's manipulating the powers that be.
Is this a 2-player game or is it more than that?
This is 2 to 6 players.
Okay.
And yeah, this is fabulous. This was our first game we played. I enjoy that.
Okay.
With a few more plays, we will probably flick through this really fast.
You're going down.
Yeah, that was really well
say
played.
that, and then any game after this, I'm
I was gonna say I knew you had
I'm
water,
dying.
but you were playing in such a way that I was.
skeptical. I was playing in a way that I didn't know what the F I was doing.
Yeah, well, there's that too, but
I was like, hey, I like the what is it? Title of this one, so I'm just gonna put it down because I don't know what I'm doing. It's a vegetarian shark guard.
Yeah.
Which made me laugh. I was like, he looks cool.
you can hang out with me, buddy.
Yeah.
And
then the curious cat lover. I was like,
So again, this game is by BFF Games. This is their first Kickstarter, I do believe. I might be wrong. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is their first game they're putting out. And this will hit Kickstarter, should be March of this upcoming year. Because, well, no, we're technically still in 2020, but the video won't air until 2021.
right.
Because straddling years.
Never mind, I won't say it. Go.
I was waiting. I was giving you the opportunity. Way to be the better person.
Moving on.
This is actually a really good game. that got really tough at the end to manipulate. I thought this, when I was looking through the cards, I thought this would swing really hard to the into the graveyard, and it'd be hard to keep it out of the graveyard. But I was actually having a tougher time keeping the markers moving towards the undead section, which was kind of a nice surprise. So that was actually, and honestly, that was really well balanced. Like, as far as not being too swingy or one faction being too powerful or the victory conditions. With more people, this would get really hard because 4 people pulling the strings. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just carrying on now because I did enjoy this. And so look up that Kickstarter splash page. I will put a link down in the description for them. Go look up their website. I do believe they only have a splash landing page right now for this game. And look us up. If you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell button.
Do all the things.
Do all the things, Julie. Hit the bell so you get notifications when we put out a new video. Look us up on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon. Patreon, $1 gets you into our private Discord, where we talk all sorts of fun stuff, from board games and cooking to fitness to random things we find entertaining. And $5 gets you to our patrons nights on Twitch and whenever we play. Sometimes we play and don't ever stream it. With our patrons, $10 gets you a shout out every month, because Mad Claw, you're awesome. You get an extra one. Enjoy. He's the only one there right now, and we would love it if you got there too. But be that as it may, that's all we got for tonight. So thank you for watching. If this big thank you to BFF for being so willing and supportive of getting your game out there and giving me early access to this really pretty artwork, full color pretty artwork. So we'll catch you guys next time, and all right, bye.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.